and welcome to the NC podcast. My name is Natasha Collins and I am the host and founder of NC Real Estate, which includes its members club for landlords and property investors to come and build commercial and mixed-use property portfolios that completely align with their goals. Oh my gosh, you guys, can you believe that we are almost at the end of April? This year is flying by. We're about to hit our year end for NC Real Estate. Our accounting year runs from the 1st of May through to April 30th, and we have tripled our revenue for this year compared to last year, which has been absolutely phenomenal. I think the big change that we made was that we stopped caring so much about how we looked on social media and just really focused on what can we do to support our clients, what do people need us to be doing for them, and changing that support, whilst it means that we're far more busy internally because we have a lot more that we need to be doing on a daily basis, it means that we've been really effective in what we're doing. Another change that we made was that around June time last year, I decided to take a bounce back loan, and not the biggest bounce back loan. I think I took £3,900 of bounce back loan. Could have taken more. I didn't take more. I am cautious about taking out loans, really cautious about taking out loans, in that I don't want to put too much pressure on the business, and at the time I didn't need to take it out. But what I did with that was that I spent 1 month just running ads for a webinar, and that happened in November. So yeah, I sat on the money for quite some time, just kept it in a savings account just in case, always thinking, yeah, COVID's going to come along and destroy my business. It didn't. We just worked even harder. So I put that into Facebook ads and started reaching more and more people, and that has also really helped us to grow business. So it's been a phenomenal 12 months. We have certainly worked our socks off. Team NCRE has grown so much, but still we're a startup in the eyes of most people. We're a startup. We are still, everybody's trying to do the best they can. People have multiple jobs to do in the business, but certainly things are going better than they could, or I thought that they were going to go. I mean, that's suggesting that I underappreciated my own my own worth or what I was capable of. But I'm always budget based upon worst case scenario, and I'm quietly surprised when best case scenario happens. So there's been a lot of celebration. There's been, luckily, not even luckily, everybody on my team got a pay rise pretty much across the board, and we're still looking at that at the moment. That will come into effect probably in May. So that's something that we are working on at the moment, but that's really good. Like, how cool is that? I run a business with a team of people who I'm managing to increase their pay. Pat on the back, Natasha Collins. I mean, aside from that, this week our New Jersey development finished and it's gone on the market. So got to get some pictures of that and share that on social media, which is really exciting. Hope that sells soon. And I've also been staging our house in Charleston, ready for it to go on the market. Again, pictures are going to come up. I actually think we're probably going to stay here until the end of the summer now, but whilst everything was so fresh and new, I wanted to get pictures done of the property so that we had them, and I really enjoyed doing that. I enjoyed going out and getting flowers, putting flowers around the house. I enjoyed all the soft furnishings, like the pictures and the cushions and making the beds look nice. Like, absolutely love doing that. I think it makes such a good impression, and putting a nice rug around, or the little things really make houses look really well done up. I mean, the only thing that I got wrong, and I hope to never do this again in my life, was the fact that I almost gave myself chlorine poisoning. I've got in the habit of just bleaching everything. You know, if you're cleaning something, I just get the toilet bleach out and I just put it all over the bathroom, walk away from it for 15 minutes, come back and clean it off. Now, usually that works really well, but I've got a different brand than I was used to, hadn't really checked the ingredients, just assumed it was the same, so chucked it all over the floor. Came back and I had one sink that was stained blue and I had floor tiles that were stained red. So I was pulling my hair out because we're 24 hours away from getting the photos done. So I thought, okay, let's go get a different type of bleach. Went and got a different type of bleach, poured it on. The floor tiles went even a darker red and the sink went orange. So that was really good. And I was thinking to myself, oh my God, how am I going to get this sorted? So I got a third bleach, mixed the second and third bleach together, which gave off the worst smell I have ever smelled in my whole entire life, which meant that I had to run away from the bathroom. I'm out, see ya, ran away. Then I thought to myself, oh, I remember being told not to mix bleach when I was little, and I've just done exactly the thing I wasn't told to do. But on pouring the third bleach over the second bleach, everything had gone back to the regular colour, probably because I'd used too much of the damn stuff. Anyway, so I had to face mask, cover my face, pinch my nose, quickly clean it up and run away again, aired out the whole house. Thank God I didn't kill myself. I didn't do any damage to the bathroom. Oh gosh. Yeah, I'm not going to do that again. I've actually now got rid of all my bleach. Just don't think it's a good idea. It made me feel so unwell, like the choking and the just, note to self, don't be a dumbass. Do always read the labels. I was just so engrossed in my cleaning regime that I was like, I'm going to make this house look perfect. It's going to be gorgeous. Now, I still, at the time of recording, haven't seen photos, but I do suspect that once I do see them over the next couple of days, I'll put them out on social media. So if you want to see that, come to Instagram at Natasha C. Collins and have a look. It's going to be beautiful. My house is gorgeous. Even if I do say so myself, I love it. It's so beautiful, so I hope the pictures do it justice. Okay, now, title of this podcast is I Need Your Help. And that is very true. So let me explain what's happening because, as I've said, I started off by telling you that business has really grown this year and that has been great. But what that has also meant is that I've really been focusing on my clients and that is what I need to do. But it meant that I had pre-recorded a lot of podcasts and took a real step back. I didn't really look at what was going on with podcasting as much. And what we have noticed is that our podcast isn't currently showing up as highly on the algorithms. We're not getting as much traction on it as we used to. And that's a shame. It is a shame because this show is awesome. I love coming and doing it. I love being here and talking to you guys. I think we've actually got a really good community behind this. But what I do understand is that things need tweaking all of the time. All of the time. Business always needs tweaking. When you're doing your investment properties, it always needs tweaking. When you're doing anything, it needs tweaking. You need to have a look at where your goals are, what you're trying to do, how you're trying to do it, what the outcome is that you want to achieve. So that is where I need your guys' help. So I am proposing a slightly new direction for the podcast. I think that's really important. We're going to spice it up a little bit. We're going to change the format slightly, not overly, but we are going to be taking a 2-week break in order to do that. Now, what I'm planning on doing is when we come back on the 4th of May is going to be podcast number 1 of the next series, I am going to run 10 podcasts a series with 2-week breaks in between. And that means that we've got time to review and look at what really worked in that series, what we need to change, what we can improve on. So it'll be a 10-week series, although the first series is going to be 9 weeks because I'm going to run it from the 4th of April through to the 29th of June. We'll have 2 weeks off. Then we'll do 20th of July through the 21st of September, 2 weeks off. 12th of October to the 14th of December, and then it's Christmas. My gosh, the year will have gone so quickly. Now, the reason for this, as I said, we're going to constantly be reviewing this to see what's working, and that's where your help comes in. Because you've been listening to this podcast. I can see you are there. But what I want to know from you is what you like about it, what you love about it, and what you want to see more of, and any questions you want me to answer on the podcast, right? That's where I need your help, because you are the people listening right now who I want to help and I want to support, right? I do this for you. And so I want to know what you enjoy, what you love, what you want to know. If you can help me out with that, that would be so helpful for me moving this podcast in the right direction. It will help with my planning. It will help me get the right guests on. It really will help me to know what content to put out. And also having your questions means that I can answer them on the podcast as well. The new format will be me telling you about what I'm doing and my investments for the first 10 minutes, and then we'll move into an interview or industry updates, which I'm super excited about. So that being said, I'm going to have a couple of weeks break. We're going to be putting this all together, making sure that it's updated, making sure that it looks right, making sure that this is being put in the right place, so that we get more eyeballs. And then I want you to help me by answering the questionnaire or filling in the questionnaire that I put below. Literally, it will take you like 5 minutes, but please go to the link in the show notes, fill out my questionnaire, and help me make this podcast better. I love doing it. I want you to love it even more. I am here making this so that you get the best out of it, you become a better property investor, and you also enjoy yourself whilst property investing, because that's really, 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 really what needs to happen. All right? Okay, so again, please help me out with this. I would love to collaborate with you. And again, any other comments, questions that you want to add, please put that in there. In the meantime, we're going to have a 2-week break, and we'll be back with you on the 4th of May. All right. Thank you for listening. I cannot wait to catch up with you again soon.